Hi nail fam, I hope that you are doing well. It's your girl TiaBellaBeauty and we are back again with another video, and it is a nail collab with the one and only queen Babygirlnails. We're going to be doing a zodiac nail design and we're going to be featuring the Taurus for this month. But before we get into the nails, I bought this dip powder kit from Amazon. And I'm going to unbox this because this is what I'm going to be using to do my nails today. So I'm super excited because it was relatively cheap. And you guys know that I have a little dip powder obsession going on at the minute. And so much pretty colors. And they are 0.5 ounce, which is half an ounce, I think. Yeah. So let's quickly unbox this package, look at all of the colors, and then we're going to get into the fun Taurus nail design that I have for you guys. All right.
The view.
You do?
Yes.
You're my best view.
Yeah. Alex the view. Alex the view.
All right, let's get into these dip powders. And also a quick notice, today's video is rated PT, which means there will be plenty talking. So if you do not like plenty talking, feel free to lower the volume, not all the way, just a little bit, and let it play. Make yourself some tea, come back in about 5 minutes. We should be getting into the nails. Okay, so this dip powder kit comes with 20 colors and they come in 0.5 jars. We also have the 4 standard dipping liquids, our base liquid, our activator, our top gel, as well as the brush saver. And these bottles were so tight. I don't know, maybe I didn't have my breakfast or something, but this bottle wasn't opening for nothing. So we can put that to the side. We can come back to that. I think I need to make myself some breakfast or something. So moving straight along. So that's our 4 liquids in this dip powder kit. The listing on Amazon said 20 powders, so it seems to be a 8-piece set. And then they also included a 12-piece. 8 plus 12 is 20 quick mats. So that's why they came separate. And they don't have any names, but to the bottom you can see that there are numbers. And it's really nice packaging. The packaging really reminded me of Double Dip. So when I saw them on Amazon, I was like, shall we purchase them and compare? So they have the little protective padding or tab thing on top of all of the dipping powders. Here's how the powders are looking. I like to tap them to the side and see how slow or how fast it runs. So you can see that this one is got a little bit more chalkiness in it because it was moving a little bit slow, but we won't know until we fully kind of swatch these. So here's the double dip jars. As you can see, it looks very similar, but they are a little bit different. Double dip is a little bit bigger than lavender violets. I'm sorry. Did I not say what the brand was? Silly me, my apologies. This is called Lavender Violets on Amazon, sorry. I mean, you probably already guessed it from the packaging. So anywho, I just wanted to grab one of Double Dip's powders just to see the similarities between the two. And when I tap Double Dip, you can see that it's moving really fastly, So obviously Double Dip powders, they pour on pretty fast and it's not as chalky, obviously, as the ones from Lavender Violet. But again, I'm going to be swatching these momentarily, but let's have a look at all of the colors that's in this kit. Maybe you might be interested in dip. I really think that this was an affordable option. I mean, 20 jars, 0.5 ounce grams, half an ounce jars, 20 of them, plus you get dip liquids, all for less than 30 euros. So I was really happy about that. All right, I'm gonna pull the covers out, give you a little break from me talking just for a little bit, and I'll be back shortly. Back again. Hi. I did say shortly. All right, so this is the second kit here. And as you can see, we have some blues, we have some purples, some blacks, some whites, beautiful colors. So the first one was like, really bright kind of colors. And now we have this one here. And this box almost cut me with this was so sharp. I actually really like the packaging as well. It's nice and girly, It's look like a little gift box. So here's the insert here. It has instructions on how to use the dip powders. Very nice to have dip powder application instructions for those of us that might be new to the brand. And here are all of the lovely colors. I really want to get some more of their powders. I absolutely loved how beautiful the jars were. I love how big they are, which means I can dip. You have more space to dip your fingers in if you wanted to. All right, let me pull out all of the colors here for you, just to give you a good glimpse of all of the colors in here. If you happen to notice me in any of the reflection of the jars, don't worry about that. Don't worry about it, I say. Just don't worry about it. Look at these gorgeous colors, though. Okay, I believe that's the last one there. And here is a final slow-mo of all of the beautiful colors in the jars and my little curtains in the background there next to the window. And all of the colors here again. I turned the jars upside down so that you can see such beautiful colors. Look at all these lovely colors. I can't get over how beautiful they are. And there's some glitters in there and there's some solids in here as well. Okay, so now we are ready to get into the nail design. So if you stepped away from the computer, come back. It's time to do some nails, all right? So I applied my nail tips off camera, and this is the next day or 2 days, I believe. And that's why there's a difference in the lighting. So apologies for that. So here are the 3 colors I picked out. I picked out this green, I picked out the gold glitter, and then I picked out this white glittery one. I did swatch these off camera. I'm not sure why I didn't show the swatches. So let me see if I could find the video, and then I'm gonna insert it right here. Hold on a sec. All right, here are all of the swatches of those colors. Look at how pretty those glitters are. All right, so I'm gonna pick out a few of these colors that I'm gonna use for the Taurus nail design. And I also made my own nude dip acrylic powder. So this is that little swatch stick here that I'm showing on the screen. That's what I'm gonna be using for my nude. All right, so to get started, I'm going to do the base gel method, and I'm going to apply base gel to my nail, and then I'll just pour on the dipping powders. Just a reminder that there is still plenty talking going on in this video, so just brace yourself for some more talking starting now. Okay, so but for particularly with this nude that I just made, if you missed one of the other videos where I did make my own custom nude dip powder acrylic powders, definitely check that out. I did add in some more pink and a little bit of red and brown into this one. So this one is much more has like a peachy undertone to it. So I actually really love this color. Look how beautiful it is, and everything laid down really nicely for a, like a DIY mix. So I absolutely love that color. If you guys want to see another tutorial on how to make some nude powders specifically with dip or acrylic, just let me know. So here is this green from Lavender Violets. This is so pigmented. This is pigmented from the gods. I mean, look at the cap. That's how you know it's really pigmented. So for my index finger, we're going to be doing an ombre on this. I'm going to do an ombre on the pinky as well. And green is supposed to be the color of Taurus for this particular month. Specifically, the gemstone is supposed to be an emerald, I believe. So I just wanted to have some sort of green design to this nail set specifically for Taurus. It's not screaming Taurus. It just has that green element to it. So I'm going to get started. What? Gee, this is the longest application of face gel on my nail ever. So I applied the base gel onto the nail. I'm just cleaning up the sides to make sure that I don't have any, extra base gel hanging on my skin. And now for this ombre, I was a little bit confused. I was wondering whether I should put the green down first and then the nude on top, or put the nude first and then the green to the bottom. I think last time we did the dark color first and then the nude. So this time I'm going to do the nude first. And I'm going to be very careful. I just wanted to the top part of this nail. So I'm going to apply it to half of the nail. I'm going to twist my nail to the side so that the powder doesn't run down to the tip tap that excess off, and then we're going to apply the green powder to the other half of the nail and see how we looking. Okay, so I have the green on now, and I don't want it to go all the way up to where the half mark is. I don't know why I did that, and obviously it is a big fail. We got a little bit of holes inside there as well. So I'm gonna just add just a little bit more of the nude to fill in that little space that we have there. And I'm not too concerned about, you know, like the perfection of this ombre, because we can always fix that up with some top coat and base gel and stuff. So she looking a little on the funny side. That's okay. Trust the process. We're gonna fix that in a little bit, okay? I'm gonna go back in with another layer after I've applied this first layer, just to kind of clean this up. We'll come back to this nail, okay? So don't be too alarmed. Okay, the index is done for the minute. Now let's move on to the middle and the ring finger. This is gonna be nude, just like how we did the thumb. So I'm just gonna apply base gel to these nails, and then we're gonna pour on that nude dip powder to these nails. I have not cured any of these nails. With the base gel method, I like to apply the base gel, then apply the dip powder, and I let it marinate for about 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Just let it sit onto the nail before I cure. We got a little bit of holes going on here, and that could very well be because I have not applied my base gel evenly. So you have to be mindful that when you're using the base gel method, you need to have a nice medium thickness layer of base gel. Once I have all of the powders onto the nails, I give them a full cure on my UV lamp for 60 to 90 seconds, okay? I take my scrub brush and I'm gonna remove that excess powder. Look at how delicious that nude nail is. Oh my goodness, I just love making nude dip powders. They are so fun and so pretty. So this nail, little bite up. She looked like some rat's been messing around. And we're gonna fix it up in just a minute. I'm just taking my brush and I'm removing that excess, and we're gonna go in with a second layer, doing the exact same thing that we did onto all of the nails. Okay, so this time we're just gonna apply the green dip powder to about 1/3 of the nail. We're just gonna leave it down to the tip down there. And then the remainder of the nails, we're going to apply that nude dip powder to the nail, just so that we could have some sort of nice ombre, because usually with acrylic, you can apply the nude on top of that colored and just drag it down, but we don't have that because we're not using monomer. So I'm just gonna apply the nude and hopefully it turns out okay. Okay, we poured on our little nude there, tapping off the excess onto the tissue because we do have 2 colors on here, so we don't want any cross-contamination. And I'm just hitting the crap out of my finger at this point. So here's the nude. You can't see the green yet because we need to let this marinate. So when we come back, we should see how it turns out. And here's the pinky finger. I did that off camera. Okay, so now we need to apply a second coat onto the other nails, just to give them the nice, good opacity. So I'm taking my base gel once more again. I'm going to go ahead and pour my second layer of the nude dip powder onto all of those nails, the thumb, the middle, and the ring finger. Be sure to make sure that you have an even layer of base gel to avoid it getting any like wet spots or blind spots or holy spots. I don't know, just make sure you apply the base gel properly. All right, I usually go in with just 2 layers because I'm using full covered nails and I feel like they don't need much to do with the apex and you don't want it to be too bulky at that cuticle area. So I was just showing my finger and giving you a side profile of how bulky the nails are looking at that cuticle area. But so far with just 2 layers, they seem to be looking okay. I think 2 layers is just enough, maybe 3. All right. Here is how the nails are looking after they have been cured for that second time. I'm going to take my scrub brush once more again and we're going to remove that excess powder and see how our nails are looking. And the ombre nails, they don't look too bad. Not too bad. I mean, some of the green seem to have transferred towards the top of the nail. So we definitely need to practice just a little bit more. I mean, I could have scrubbed this, you know, the scrub method that other YouTubers use. I could have done it like that, but I just wanted to see how it would look with just pouring them on. Okay, once we have this nail nicely scrubbed and we're satisfied with how that cuticle area is looking, I'm going to go in with a final layer of base gel onto the nails before we get into any nail art and top gel. All right, let's get ready to do a little bit of nail art. For the nails that we did the green ombre on, I'm going to make them into a kind of marble. I'm going to take my white gel liner. Whilst this base gel is wet on the nails have not been cured, they're still wet. I'm going to take my white gel liner, removing any excess off of the brush because then you'll have too much of the white onto the nail. And we're going to apply some lines to the green and we're going to allow them to bloom in that base gel. So just very lightly, you're going to draw some squiggly lines onto your nail. And some of them are going to be a little bit thick. Some of them are going to be really thin. Okay. That's all you need to do, maybe about 3 to 5 lines. And that's going to give that whiteness to this marble look. Now I'm going to take my next gel liner. This is kind of like a gold gel liner, gold glittery gel liner from Bellavena. It's very similar to the gold glitter that we took out from Lavender Violets. So again, whilst the nail is still wet with the base gel, we're just going to draw some squiggly lines of this gel liner as well to add that gold element to this marble look as well. And we're going to allow that to bloom. Before you cure your nail, just allow it to bloom for about 60 seconds. And then once you are satisfied with how the colors have turned out, you can then put your entire hand under the UV lamp to cure for 60 to 90 seconds. Here is how the nails are looking once they have been cured. And now we're going to have to go back in with some more lines again, because those lines that we drew earlier, they are just the background colors. They are just in the background, you know, floating, and they're very much diluted into that base gel. So now we need stronger lines. So we're going to go in with very thin lines using that white gel liner, just drawing just a few just to give it some character per se. And then we're also going to do the same thing with that gold gel liner as well. Got a little bit of fuzz on the nails there. That usually happens with all of my nail sets. All right, once you're satisfied with how the lines have turned out, you can cure your nail under the UV lamp for 60 seconds. Now let's move on to my thumb and my middle finger. I'm going to take this white glittery dipping powder here from Lavender Violets. I'm going to use like a little fluffy brush, and I'm going to scrub this on to my thumb as well as my middle finger. So we're going to take the dry brush, and we're just going to go ahead and scrub into that tacky layer from the base gel, because remember, we applied some base gel to these nails and we cured them. So now there's a nice tacky layer from that base gel, and you're just going to scrub. I usually scrub in at least about 3 to 4 layers onto this nail, making sure that it's a nice looking ombre. Once I'm satisfied with that, then we're going to move on to applying some top coat. I'm going to be using this super top coat here from Kredioo. This is also available on Amazon UK. And then I have these rhinestones here. I am thinking of using some green rhinestones to add my emerald element to this nail set. So I got this set here from, well, both of them I think are from SheIn. And I'm going to use the large green ones and then the small tiny ones here. And we're just going to do some green rhinestones scattered over the thumb and the middle finger. All right, so we applied some super top coat to the index and the pinky finger, and then this is the crystal placement that I did for the ring finger, a butterfly with some rhinestones as well as some white flowers. So that is how we finished it all off. I did file around the edges of the nail and give it some, crispiness, and then I applied some cuticle oil. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick, well, it wasn't quick, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to check Babygirlnails out. I think most of my subscribers know who she is and are already subscribed. But if you aren't, be sure to check her cool video out. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.